Central Methodist University would like to thank our corporate partners for their continued support of senior athletics, including MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Community Auto Sales and Service, Howard Electric Cooperative, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, and Steve Miller of Remax Boone Realty. Thank you for your continued support of Central Methodist Athletics. Go Green! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Davis Field for tonight's semi-9 women's soccer match featuring the Park University Pirates and your Central Methodist Eagles. We ask all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAI Championship character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your hats for an opening prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, we thank you for tonight, for bringing us all together for this matchup between two spectacular groups of student athletes. You have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes. Protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you tonight in all we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Thank you. And now be the starters for tonight's contest. First for the visiting Park University Pirates. Introducing first in goal, senior number 1, Felicitas Mueller. Midfielder, junior number 6, Michaela Knipp. At defender, sophomore number 8, Peyton Ayers. At forwards, senior number 9, Linvix Ocheng. At midfielder, junior number 10, Mary Delgado. Defenders, sophomore number 13, Chloe Tays. At midfielders, senior number 15, Lily Clark. At defender, freshman number 19, Annalena Penshorn. At midfielder, freshman number 22, Macy Hughes. Also midfielder, senior number 23, Olivia Lioness. And a defender, junior number 24, Stevie Otker. The head coach of the Pirates is Ken Hefner. And now your Central Methodist Eagles. Introducing first, at forward, freshman from l'Hôpital du Crabois, France, number 13, Sean Piron. At defender, sophomore from Bangor, Wales, number 15, Curtis Pinchard. At midfielder, junior from Quickborn, Germany, number 19, Celine Weitz. In goal, junior from Barcelona, Spain, number 1, Judith Oliveras. At midfielder, senior from Barcelona, Spain, number 10, Maria Cervello. Also at midfielder, graduate from Sopron, Hungary, number 3, Kitty Torak. At forward, senior from St. George's, Grenada, number 18, Ranisha Frank. At midfielder, sophomore from Minas Gerais, Brazil, number 8, Marcela Elena. Defender, junior from Valladolid, Spain, number 7, Alicia Zamora. Also a defender, senior from Bielefeld, Germany, number 4, Laura Hiesenbeck. And at forward, junior from Svendborg, Denmark, number 11, Sundra Jakobsen. The Eagles' head coach is Dan Schmidlin, assisted by Tyler Watkins and Carlota Baldo. Your Central Methodist Eagles.
cool mid 40s, low 50s evening here in Fayette, Missouri. We are firmly into October and firmly into the fall season. As the temps get colder, the soccer gets hotter, and we got a good one for you tonight here from Davis Field. It's the Central Methodist Eagles, the number 8 ranked Central Methodist Eagles, and incoming from Parkville, Missouri, the Park University Pirates. It's Heart Women's Soccer on Heart America. 1, 3, 2, 1. It's Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Soccer on HeartConferenceNetwork.com. Glad you're with us. And CMUEagles.com. This is Phil Fortaleza. I'll be taking you through play-by-play tonight as we take you through this mid to late season matchup between two teams with looking to jockey for position in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. For the visiting Park University Pirates, they come in with a record of 5-3-2 overall. In conference, they're 3 wins and 3 losses. And for CMU, an overall record of 9-2-1, not beaten yet in conference with a record of 5-0-1. So we'll get the starters out to you shortly after kickoff. Looks like Park will be going left to right. CMU gets their final preparations. CMU going right to left, south to north if you look on Google Maps or Apple Maps, whatever cartography you decide to use. And Park going north to south on the field of Davis Field. Whistle blows and we're underway. Glad you're with us from Fayette. So the starters for Park University, we will get in numerical order. We'll start between the pipes. Felicitas Mueller, a senior out of Cologne, Germany. Looks like she's garnered the vast majority of the minutes so far in 2022. This is start number 11 for her, and this Central looking to threaten early, but on the far side, offsides is called. Goal kick for Mueller. So 13 goals allowed against 40. Wow, that is a big number. 48 saves. Good enough for a 1.30 goals against average. And a 787 save percentage. So as we get to the field, players. We begin with the junior out of Kansas City, Missouri, the local kid, number 6, Michaela Knipp. She will be in the midfield. Knipp on the year. Is 3rd in goals scored with 3. This is start number 9 for her. A defender, a sophomore from Bremerton, Washington. Wearing number 8 is Peyton Ayers. 7th appearance for her. No offensive statistics to her credit, but as a team, a 1.30 goals against average for this Park University Pirates defensive unit. A lot of pressure early for Central, looking to dispossess in their own offensive third. Cleared out for now. Heesemek will head it back in, and looks like Central will build from the back. Number 9, Linvix Ocheng, a senior out of Mombasa City, Kenya. She will looks like she'll be positioned at the 9. Ocheng, 2nd on the team in goals. She has 4. This is start number 10 for her. And a free kick for Park on the far side. Number 10, Mary Delgado, the junior out of Oak Grove, Missouri. So where's number 10? Where's number 10? She'll be in the midfield for Delgado. 2 assists to her credit. Looking she's positioned. It's looking like she's playing more of a defensive mid position. For now, they could always, depending on how they arrange their positioning, that it may change. So, Hiesenbeck, back to Oliveras. Chloe Tays, number 13, the sophomore defender out of Kansas City, Missouri. Several Kansas City products here for Park, as understood due to the proximity. Parkville, Missouri, a beautiful town. Very beautiful town. Very nice drive, too. So for anyone any Central, I'm sure a lot of Park University faithful are watching, and I'm sure a lot of Central Methodist University fans, obviously. Looking for a break between the left back and the center back, but unable to, and so Central build back from the back. Work it out, Zamora for Hiesenbeck, right at midfield. Lily Clark, the senior midfielder out of Gardner, Kansas, wears number 15. As Elena works it in for Jad. Nope, put on. Ill-touched. Looks like your shot was blocked. Central will try it again, building from the back. So back to Lily Clark. This is start number 2 for her, 11th appearance overall. Does have one shot to her credit. Annalena Penshorn, the freshman defender out of Idmesen, Germany, wears number 19. Penshorn has started all 11 matches, this one included. Macy Hughes, the freshman out of Kearney, Missouri. She's in midfield wearing number 22. Jakobsen. Oh, yeah, another shot saved. Saved by Mueller. 2 excellent chances, one for Jakobsen, one for Frank, both stopped by the Park defense. CMU pressuring early. Park just looking for a clear. Looks like they'll get it for now. But CMU playing well forward. Working one out for Pincher. That one goes out. Throw in for Park. Number 23, Olivia Lioness, the senior out of Kansas City, Kansas. She's in the midfield. 2 assists to her credit. This is start number 11. She's played every single minute so far, I believe. And around out the starting 11 for Park, the defender, the junior out of Kansas City, Missouri, wearing number 24, Stevie Otker. One notable absence from the starting 11 for Park is number 20, Dragana Andonovsky. She is the leading goal scorer for Park. She has 7, 2 assists to her credit as well. Unless if I just read starters wrong. A little odd to not see Andonovsky out there, but maybe scoping it out. No Andonovsky out there, so very critical. Leading goal scorer was 7 for Park. Very critical loss in the starting 11. So Park will have to look to adjust as they have a tall task ahead of them. As we get the starting 11 for Central Methodist, we'll begin between the pipes. The goalkeeper from Barcelona, Spain, the junior number 1, Judith Oliveras. Oliveras, pretty much 98% of the minutes played so far. Good enough for a .81 goals against average. 23 saves against 9 allowed. 13th appearance for Oliveras. As we move to the field players, we begin with Kitty Torak, the graduate from Sopron, Hungary, the midfielder number 3. Laura Hiesenbeck, center back out of Biverstedt, Germany, the senior, wears number 4. The reigning defending Hart Defender of the Week. Her center back mate, Alicia Zamora, wears number 7. The junior out of Valladolid, Spain. Former third team NAIL All-American selection. Attempted header by Elena. Ranisha Frank trying to get it to it last. Just out of her reach. Goal kick for Park. aforementioned Marcela Elena wears number 8, the sophomore out of Minas Gerais, Brazil, third team NAIA All-American selection in 2021, and the Hart Freshman of the Year. As we get to the midfield, Maria Cerveo, senior out of Barcelona, Spain, wears number 10, second team Hart selection last year. Sandra Jakobsen, the junior out of Svendborg, Denmark, wears number 11. First team NAI All-American in 2021, the first in Central Methodist program history. And she pretty much won every award possible that was available to her last year in 2021 for the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Jade Piron, the freshman out of L'Hôpital du Grosbois, France, gets a start. She wears number 13. Looks like we'll have a corner kick for Kitty Torak. 36 minutes to go, first half. Torak gets it away. Park trying to clear, a lot of traffic. Anisha Frank, last desperation, kicks it between two defenders. Her shot was blocked, and Park will get the momentary clear, throw in for Central. Unless if there's a whistle called. Yeah, it looks like there's a foul called in the box against Central Methodist. Park will get a free kick. So Park averting danger for now, 35-30 to go first half. But Central Methodist, as they like to do, pressure, 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 pressure. And a big ingredient to their number 8 ranking in the NAIA. Geddes Pinchard, number 15, gets the start, the sophomore out of Magor, Wales. Pinchard on the year, sixth start, 9th appearance overall, 1 goal to her credit. Ronisha Frank, who's just been on a tear goals-wise lately, she has 9 on the year. Gets the start, the senior out of St. George's, Grenada, wears number 18. And around at the starting 11, we got Celine Witt, the junior out of Quickborn, Germany, wears number 19. For Witt, 3 goals, 3 assists, 13th appearance overall, and she's become a steady presence for Dan Schmidlin. As the aforementioned Witt looking for Ronisha Frank, but that cross intercepted by Mueller. So 0-0 our score, 34 minutes to go. Back towards midfield, the center backs for Central, Hiesenbeck and Zamora will work it to the near side for Geddes Pinchard. Pinchard finds a back-cutting Piron. Return to sender Pinchard, near side, well into the offensive third, back for Piron. Attempted ball for Jakobsen was out of the back of the end line, and a freak and a goal kick for Elisa Mueller. So we check the standings in the Heart. Central sitting in first place right now with their record of 5-0-1 in conference. Park in 7th place at 3-3. Culver Stockton right behind them. Park is ahead of them in the loss column at a record of 3-4. So a lot of matches underway today in women's soccer. A lot of trouble within. Offside's called on Central. Park averting danger once again. we take a look at some of the other scores in the heart women's soccer today. Missouri Valley over Clark over in Dubuque, Iowa, score of 3-0. Grandview over Evangel 3-1 over down in Springfield. MNU just putting a thumping on William Penn down in Olathe. 7-0 the score in that one. 3 other matches underway. Benedictine and Mount Mercy over in Cedar Rapids. And then the other match not counting this one, Baker and Graceland. No score in that one. First half, 28:03 to go over in Lamoni, Iowa. CMU in first, Mid-American Nazarene, Benedictine, and Missouri Valley rounding out second, third, and fourth respectively. 50-50 near midfield. Foul called on Linvix Ochang. Free kick Central. They choose to work it quickly. Back for Cerveo. Good on for Elena. Zamora, long ball. Rolling, score! CMU on the board, 1-0 off, I don't know if it was intentional by Alicia Zamora, but that long ball, a few bounces here and there, and it finds the back of the net. CMU on top, 1-0. May need a check on that. Not sure if that's going to be ruled an own goal, or maybe that we're giving it a goal to Alicia Zamora. So we're checking with our stats crew to make sure that it's ruled correctly, but maybe as of now, a long ball that. So after further review, it's looking like the goal is being ruled as an own goal. So 1-0 Central, regardless. Positive result for the home team. Zamora once again. Own goal or offensive goal, a positive result for her. She looked into, so going to create for her teammates once again. Finds Jakobsen. Working past the middle. Finds Elena. Maybe taking one off the face. Wow, that's got to hurt. Continued pressure for Central Methodist. 17 minutes into this one. Zamora once again. She'll go near to far, looking for Celine Witt. Not enough mustard on that one. But possession finding the Eagles once again. Here's Siesenbeck. She has excelled in long ball situations from midfield, but elects to find Celine Witt. Zamora. Working towards the middle. Give and go. Finds Ranisha Frank. Can she loft it over? And good instincts by Mueller to cover up before Ranisha Frank could do anything with it. Ranisha Frank, the leading goal scorer for the Eagles with 9 in as many games played. Mueller gets it away. She almost had another one there. And looks like they may be ruling a handball on Marcella Elena. Free kick for Park, midfield. Missouri. As I said before, a very beautiful town. But if you ever go into a game, at Park, you don't ever want to find yourself in the park underground because that's a journey that's going to take you to many places. Everything except Julian Field or the Brecken Sports Complex. I know because I did this exact same thing that I'm just mentioning. A lot of time spent just trying to find the exit. One for Pinchard, towards the middle for Frank. Couldn't get the right touch on it. But the Eagles can try again. Here's Pidon. Eagles will work from the back again. Eastenbeck. Offensive pressure continuing for Central. Jakobsen. Pass going one way, Perron going the other. Goal kick for Park and Felicitas Mueller. Semio in touch once again. Jakobsen looking for Frank once again. And Elena may have led her too far. Another goal kick for Park. 25:40 to go first half. Our one tally on an own goal off of a long ball attempt by Alicia Zamora. But have found multiple defenders and bouncing and rolling into the Park goal. Pincher trying to work it back off of a Park defender and does win a goal kick at corner kick for Central. It's like Kitty Torak to take it. Near side for the corner. A lot of Central Eagles on the far side looking for a header. Gets a friendly Park bounce. They'll clear it out to the far side for now and they'll get a throw-in. Throw-in CME far side, 24:20 to go first half. Frank throwing in. Cleared out by the Pirates. Central again will look to work it from the back, and Park has just not been able to get in touch and get any offensive threat going so far. Eastenbeck far side. Finds Kitty Torak. Ball on the far side for Radisha Frank. Torak all towards the middle. Not high enough for Elena. And Park looking to create once again. Dispossessed by Elena. Foul on Elena. Free kick for Park. Looking to establish themselves offensively. But they'll touch immediately back to Central Methodist. Ranisha Frank. Eagles advancing forward. Here's Pidon. Pidon back towards the middle for Elena. Elena far side for Kitty Torak. fall day here in Fayette. Pretty cold out there. Hope you got your long sleeves on. Jakobsen. Dispossessed. Foul. Looks like it's on Pidon. Free kick for the Pirates and Annalena Penshorn. CMU still in touch. Eagles excelling in ball control like they always do. So you like to work a 4-3-3, but their midfielders like to rotate. Attempted through ball for Frank from Elena, nothing doing. Cleared out by Park. It looks like we'll have our first sub for Central tonight in the form of Manuela Pollaccini, the freshman out of São José do Rio Preto, Brazil. Hope I got that right. It's a lot of words. We try over here. Elena. Can she get in touch for Pidon? Not sure if that was a foul call or a throw-in for Curtis Pincher. Looks like it's a throw-in. Past the touch line, and looks like Pollaccini will check in. Substitution for Central Methodist. Checking in number 2, Manuela Pollaccini. So Pollaccini will check in, and Celine Witt will check out. Tail of the tape for Pollaccini. 3rd appearance overall. Does have 1 assister credit. She'll take over at that winger spot on the right side. Pinchard once again. Dispossessed temporarily by Penshorn. And Pinchard will win looks like another corner kick for Central Methodist. Torok gets it away. Header! Wasn't sure if it was deflected off of the keeper, Mueller, one of her wingbacks. Regardless, does not find the back of the net. Still 1-0 Central. Thrown for Park on the far side. Jakobsen. Elena. Park will have 2 subs coming in at the next dead ball. Pollaccini herself just wide. And it looks like Carly Dwyer and Dragana and the aforementioned Dragana Andonovsky will check in. Substitution for Park, checking in number 5, Carly Dwyer, and number 20, Dragana Andonovsky. tail of the tape for our subs coming in. Carly Dwyer, 7th appearance overall. No offensive statistics, but she has shot 4 times on record. And the aforementioned Dragana Andonovsky, the junior out of Kansas City, Missouri, the leading goal scorer for Park. 11th appearance overall. She has 10 starts. Leads this Park University Pirates squad with 7 goals scored. Attempted through ball for Elena does not find her. Ball out, last touch by Central. Throw in for Park. Peyton Ayers to throw in. So then Andonovsky on, we'll look to see how Ken Hefner decides to execute with her. CMU continuing as planned. In touch. He's been in touch for, I'd say, about 95% of the match so far. Elena in the middle. Pellicini. Zamora. She does have 1 goal off a long ball. And this one goes out. Back past the end line. Goal kick for Mueller. Approximately 15:30 to go first half. Fired out, pincher, friendly bounce for Park. Oh, Chang trying to work it back towards the middle. Good ball for Hughes on the near side. And immediately finds Cerveo. Cerveo. Looking for the far side for Tordok for Hiesenbeck. Back towards the middle for Elena. Last touch by Central. Throw in for Park. 2 more subs coming in for Central. Kaya Ranklev. And Peron. So looking for Jakobsen, attempted through ball. Well played by, I think it was Annalena Penshorn. Marcella Elena. Long one. Looking for an attempted bounce. Gets the bounce, but not towards the net. Now will count as a shot for Marcella. Ranklev and Kayla Batchelor checking in at the next dead ball. Substitution for Central Methodist, checking in, number 9, Kaya Ranklev. And so we announced Kaya Rancliffe in, but we're trying to double check to make sure that the number 14 is correctly named as number 14 because the official stat sheet has number 14 listed as Caleb Batchelor, but in other places we're seeing that it may be Emma Doyle. Again, confirmation it's Emma Doyle out there. Also checked in for Central number 14, Emma Doyle. Okay, didn't get any boo birds when I said that, so I'm pretty sure we're good. Yeah, no eye rolls from the bench. I had a lot of mistakes my first year here. A lot of mistakes. So I always like to say, better to be slow and accurate than quick and wrong. So Hiesenbeck. Also said that when I was spinning pizzas at Domino's. We're not. Hey, Cerveo, working it back towards the middle. Zamora. The 50 headers. Right out by Park. Hughes on it. And Central will work from the back once again. 10:50 to go first half. 1-0 our score. The tally off of an attempted Alicia Zamora long ball that grazed some Park defenders and rolled towards an empty net. It's been rolled as an own goal on behalf of Central Methodist. Rancliffe. And Mueller will just grab it, secure it, block it, chalk it, rock it, restock it. There'll be a night of stolen catchphrases, ladies and gentlemen. Central working it back. Zamora. Polacini. Looking for Rancliffe. Cleared out by Park. On the far side, a throw in for Central. Another sub coming in for Park at the next dead ball in the form of number 16, Mackenzie Denham. Hiesenbeck. She's excelled at long balls. Some confusion with Sandra Jakobsen. Arms up, looking like may have been a play that they wanted to run, but confusion resulting in possession and touch changing for Park. Substitution for Park checking in, number 16, Mackenzie Denham. So Denham in, the tail of the tape for Denham. Eighth appearance overall, 1 assist to her credit. Denham out of Shawnee, Kansas. Park has just not been able to establish himself in their own offensive third. Just excellent touches by CMU. Been able to mount anything past midfield so far. We'll look to see if that changes, but Central in firm control of this one in the first half. Another sub for Central coming in. Through ball attempted for Doyle. Unable to get to it, but does win a throw in. And Checked in for Central number 12, Raquel Ferreira. So, Raquel Ferreira, the junior out of Curitiba, Brazil. The tail of the tape for Ferreira. Central well into their offensive third. Cleared out by Park. Their midfielders playing well back. It's almost as if they're playing a six deep. Attempted by Katie Torak, crossing far to near a little too much. So Ferreira. This is appearance number 10 for her. Just spelling some rest for Lotta Hiesenbeck taking over at that center back position. 50-50 headers. Central looking to establish once again. Pollicini for Jakobsen. Jakobsen. Actually, Hiesenbeck still on the pitch. She's actually playing more wing back now. .45 to go. Ferreira working it for Silvio. Long one. Has Ranclev, but covered up by Mueller. You need to lead her a little bit less forward on that one. Maybe had a chance, but Mueller on it. Score still 1-0. Surveil. Ferreira. Pollicini. Seamu's still in possession, still in touch. This non-stop pressure by Central and excellent touches. It's almost like Park's been parking the bus to start the first half, no pun intended. Attempted through ball finds Mueller. 4 minutes to go first half. Mueller will get it away. Finds Ferreira. And maybe a counter attempt by Park. Ananovsky dispossessed. Finds a possession of the center backs for CMU once again. Oliveras. Surveil, far side for Torak. Can she get to it? Leads her too far. Throw in for the Pirates. And Lily Clark. Dispossessed immediately. Ranclev for Jakobsen, far side. Jakobsen. One-on-one with Taze. Towards the middle for Elena. Elena, good skills to get it past. Left footer. Shot saved by Mueller. Mueller, like I said before, just a lot of saves to her credit. 48 saves, not counting the 11 shots she's had to take care of tonight. Elena trying to draw a foul, nothing doing. Here comes Park with an attempted counter. Penshorn has Andonovsky. Through ball. Oliveira's covering up quickly. So a little bit of a blip in the CMU defense. As Penshorn did have Denham on a cut, but good instincts by Oliveras to cover up. Clock stoppage with 1:33 to go. It's like slow walk by our field judge. Really long, slow walk. Looks like he's giving Marcelo Elena the what's what. I'm a terrible lip reader, so I'm not even going to try. Doyle. Andonovsky dispossessing, good ball, but maybe led too far for Denham. Park threatening once again, and Zammer will just clear it on the near side. We'll look to see what Park has in their own offensive third. Feels like for the first time in the match tonight, as we close in on a minute in the first half. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Throw in for Peyton Ayers. Those 4 Park Pirates on the near side. Dispossessed immediately by Cerveo. Park may looking to establish. Last touch by the Pirates. Going for Central, clock stopped. Like our field judge really like tapping the head. Athletic trainer Sam Tretzky out near midfield to check on Elena. And she looks like she'll check out for a little bit. Substitution for Central, checking in number 21, Samantha Minkus. So Minkus will check in for Jakobsen. Looks like Jakobsen will return to the pitch in the second half. And seeing me working from the back, maybe look to be satisfied to go into the half by a score of 1-0. Closing our 10-second countdown. Shut off play-by-play. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After one half of play here in Fayette, Missouri, our score: Central Methodist 1, Park University 0. All right, so our score at the half, 1-0, 45 in the books. We'll get the other 45 for you on the other side after this 15-minute break. This is CMU Women's Soccer on HeartConferenceNetwork.com. We'll see you on the other side. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CMU Women's Soccer on HeartConferenceNetwork.com and CMUEagles.com. Wherever you may be joining us, we are glad you are here with us tonight on a very, very cool night in Fayette, Missouri. Our score at the half, CMU up 1-0 on Park University off of an own goal. It was an attempted Alicia Zamora long ball about 30 to 40 yards out. Opportune bounce off of a Park University defender, one of the center backs, maybe once or twice. But the end result being rolling towards an empty net. And that's the difference in this one. For the most part, Central Methodist pretty much controlling midfield and their own offensive third for about 42 minutes of the first 45. Park not being able to establish anything offensively in their offensive third until the very final minute. We'll see what the second half has to offer for us. Central Methodist in their home grays with neon numerals. Park in the road. What do you say? That's like burgundy, wine colored burgundy with gold numerals. It's like wine red with gold numerals. Or gold outline numerals with more wine red numeral stuff. So, all right. Okay, so Park set to kick off. They'll go right to left on your Heart Conference Network device, vice versa for Central Methodist, left to right. Wherever you're maybe watching us, glad you're with us. Second half underway. Park in possession. So believe it or not, this is actually the second half. CMU likes to turn on the pressure even more than they usually do. Attempted through ball for Frank. In touch, Frank Lofton scores! Ranisha Frank Lofton finding the back of the net. Another one, believe that's her. For Frank, I believe that is, that's goal number 10 on the season for Ranisha Frank, the senior out of St. George's Grenada. Extending the lead for Central Methodist, 2-0.
Central Methodist goal scored by number 18, Ranisha Frank.
That's her 10th goal of the season. Time of the goal, 44 minutes, 33 seconds remaining. So Ranisha Frank, the beat goes on. Goal number 10 first. She has just been on an absolute tear offensively in the past 5 matches. Of course, that's my cue to pull up her game log. If the internet would cooperate. But Ranisha Frank, the leading goal scorer, with 10. Marcella Elena in second with 8. As a whole, Central Methodist with 38 goals scored, 19 assists, maybe a 20th assist. We're still waiting on. Park into their offensive third. Maybe a chance here, but maybe ruled offsides. Oliveras will cover up anyway. Talking about Central Methodist pressure and immediately pays dividends. Ranisha Frank on the board. And Central looking to threaten once again on the near side for Celine Witt. Witt. He looked across. Dispossessed temporarily, and they'll just clear. Looks like we'll have a throw in for Central. the aforementioned Renisha Frank is a member of the under 20 the under 20 Grenada national team. Maybe attempted headers, attempted bicycle by Piron. Nothing doing. Piron getting back possession. We'll work it back for Kedis Pinchot. Easenbeck. Surveil for Pinchot. So working it back towards the middle. Jakobsen in touch. Celine Witt, tough angle. It looks like she'll admit defeat on that one. Free goal kick for Mueller. Shot advantage clearly belonging to CMU, 12 to 0. Shots on goal 7 to 0. 5 saves for Park. Maybe all it takes is one counterattack by the Pirates. Although a tall task in itself, trying to get past two defending NAI All-Americans in Alicia Zamora and Lotte Hiesenbeck. Attempted shot, saved by Oliveras. The shot by Mackenzie Denham, number 16. Simi will look to work it back. Rancliffe still on for Central, finding Jakobsen, far side. Give and go for Rancliffe. Another attempted touch. Does find Park, as Park will look to counter. Here's Dwyer. Dwyer, far side. Crossing towards the middle. Maybe a little bit of a danger spot. Looks like Denham had a chance to do some damage there. Well, Olivetta's covering up. Clean sheet still intact. Foul looks like called on Jakobsen. Possession back to the Pirates. We'll see what Ken Hefner's squad has dialed up for offensively. It's Ken Hefner has been the coach for Park University since 2005. But we'll get back on. We'll get back to it. Ranisha Frank through ball. Cleared out by the Pirates. It does find Elena once again. Hit on. Pinchard. Elena. Bring it past the far side. And another one for Frank. She's got a brace off the assist from Elena. CMU goal scored, her second of the match by number 18, Ranisha Frank. Assisted by number 8, Marcella Elena. Looks like Frank might be at it once again, but ruled well off sides by about 15 yards. Maybe in a second assist on that one. We're looking to check up on that one. Jakobsen may have been in touch, but everything good on CMU's part right now is they have a 3-0 advantage. And just blitzing out. 2 goals for Ranisha Frank, a brace in this one for her. We're 7 minutes into the second half of play. So maybe a little bit of a sense of urgency. May need to play more forward now for Park University. They'll need their best touches. They want to mount any sort of a comeback in this one. Jakobsen keeps it in. They'll look to work it again. Jakobsen excels in the open space. She finds it. Jakobsen towards the middle. Pit on! Shot! Off the cross, maybe off the near side post. Golden opportunity for Pit on. Possession remaining in for Central. Towards the middle, Cerveo. Frank, maybe going for a hat trick. She was in the vicinity. To think they were leading goal scorer in 2021 far and away was Andrea Villar at that striker position at the 9. And Ranisha Frank, starting the year injured, but has worked away and just has been on the roll of her career at Central Methodist. 11 goals. Great skills by Elena. Cleared out temporarily. Possession still with CMU. Elena trying to keep it in. Park dispossessing. And getting a throw in. Peyton Ayers thrown in. Two weeks ago, named the Hart Offensive Player of the Week. Or 3 weeks ago, actually. And there may be multiple awards in her future. Elena. Near side, Todok. Celine Witt. And rolled off sides. Ken Hefner, the head coach of Park University for women's soccer, has been the head coach since 2005, amassing a very impressive 180 wins, 108 losses, and 16 ties. Of course, most of those victories coming as a part of the American Midwest Conference, which consists of schools such as Missouri Baptist, William Woods, Freed Hardeman, Lyon, amongst others. Pit on. Attempted header too high for Celine Witt. Did have her in the clear. On the far side, down Park Pirate and Annalena Penshorn. She does get up under her own power. That's a good sight to see. While we have some time, we did want to acknowledge our corporate sponsors for their continued support of Central Methodist Athletics, including MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Community Auto Sales and Service, right here in Fayette, Missouri, Howard Electric Cooperative, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, and Steve Miller of Remax Boone Realty. Appreciate your continued support of Central Methodist University athletics in all sports. Run for Rancliffe finding Surveil, Jakobsen. They'll work it far to near. So 33 minutes to go. CMU still continuing possession. They'll work it back for Oliveras. Jakobsen in, looking for Frank, looking for a third. Cleared out. And Torak with another one. Corner kick. This is number 4 on the match. She'll go short for Surveil. Good touch, Surveil. Attempt the header, Elena. Off of Park. We'll do it again. Corner kick number 5. We'll go far side this time. Looks like the combination of Jakobsen and Surveil. They work it immediately. Quick pressure, Lily to the punch. Frank, third of the match. A hat trick for Anisha Frank. Perfectly placed header, far side of the net. And CMU well in control of this one, 4-0. CMU goal scored, her third of the match by number 18, Ronisha Frank. Assisted by number 11, Sandra Jakobsen. Time of the goal, 31 minutes, 38 seconds remaining. So, I mentioned earlier, Ronisha Frank has just been an absolute stud offensively for Central Methodist, but tonight is tonight's no exception, and then some, that's for sure. Oh, Frank, good through ball. Saved by Mueller. Frank, a hat trick in this one. Goal number 12 on the year. And the assist for Sandra Jakobsen, that's her third. It's a little odd. Jakobsen playing for, she had double-digit assists in 2021. When you have Andrea Villar at the striker position, it's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy decision to go with that. But the assist number's down for Jakobsen, but the goals are well up there this year. 7 goals for Jakobsen, and she just picked up her third assist. Working against Elena. Elena maneuvering. Far side Ran Club, they'll reset. Working from the back is Zamada. Isenbeck. Surveil. Maneuvering. Dispossessed. Still in CMU's offensive third. Header! Maybe another one for Frank! And a pair of saves for Mueller. That second one, probably in case of emergency, break glass, just dive towards the near side post. And she's able to get on it. But Ranisha Frank almost with her fourth of the match. Just relentless with their attack is Central Methodist. They're the number 8 team in the country, coming off of a NAI national semifinal appearance. You're looking to, and that one's rolled off. They're rolled offside. Multiple subs coming in, 2 for Park, 1 for Central Methodist. Pollicini in. It looks like we have number 6, Michaela Knipp, and number 10, Mary Delgado checking in for Park. Checking in for Park, number 6, Michaela Knipp, and number 10, Mary Delgado. And checking in for CMU, number 2, Manuela Pollicini. Pollicini will check in. Surveil will check out. So we'll take over at that. I want to say defensive mid position. Although she is not playing as forward, so Pollicini. I like to call Surveil more like a possession mid. You see like the link to the other midfielders and the attacking forwards. Towards the net. That shot well above the crossbar by Piron. Goal kick for Mueller. Just an onslaught of offense for CMU. 20 shots to Park's 1, and it has been all CMU in control and possession and touches since the moment go. In touch again is Celine Witt. Trying to curve it towards the near side, but nothing doing. Covered by Mueller. Elena once again. Our side for Ranklev. Take a look at some of the other scores around the heart. 2 other matches underway as of right now. Attempted through ball, nothing doing. It's like Park continuing to play with 5 defenders. But Miller gets it away. So 2-0 lead for the Ravens over in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Benedictine over Mount Mercy. So that one 20 minutes underway in the second half over at Hadzik Field. Obviously 4-0 Central Methodist here over Park. And then the other match going on still has yet to secure a towel. Apologies. Cough caught up with me there. Baker and Graceland 0-0 in the second half, 16-14 to go. And Kai Ranklev will check in for Central. CMU substitution, Kaya Ranklev checking back in. So Kai Rancliffe checking in. Celine Witt will check out. Ferreira set to... Raquel Ferreira set to check back in alongside Carly Edwards. Also check in for Central Methodist number 12, Raquel Ferreira, and number 20, Carly Edwards. So Pinchard and Zamora checking out, Edwards and Ferreira in. Ferreira back on for the second time tonight. For Edwards, first action of the evening, her 7th appearance, and she'll look to take over at center back for Alicia Zamora. Another corner kick for Central. Working it quickly for Torak versus Jakobsen. Jakobsen back towards the far side. Attempted header by Rancliffe, too high. Here comes Park in the counter. One on. He can create some space, but Hiesenbeck, the wily veteran, the former NAI All-American selection twice over, able to dispossess. Work it back for Central once again. Jakobsen, Torak. Torak, if she can get a through ball, she has Jakobsen on the far side. On the near side, she does. Jakobsen, crossing. Too high for everybody. Peron. Deflected. Finds Frank. Kicked out for Edwards. There for Carly Edwards, the sophomore out of Lone Jack, Missouri, second-year player, 4 appearances in 2021, and she's already eclipsed that, doubled it in 2022. Rancliffe. Samantha Minkus getting orders from Tyler Watkins and Dan Schmidlin. She'll be set to check in next dead ball. Hit on. Ill touched by Jakobsen. Still in pursuit is Elena. And winning a throw-in is Marcela Elena. Central substitution checking in number 21, Samantha Minkus. Replacing number 18, Ronisha Frank. So Frank will check out Minkus in. What a shift for Ronisha Frank. The beat goes on. 12 goals on the year, 3 of them in this very match. Jakobsen works it past 2 defenders. Polacchini. Fouled. It looks like it was about 2 yards outside of the box, so no penalties, no penalty situation, but a very close free kick for Laura Hiesenbeck. Wall of 3 what looked to be a wall of 3 in front of her on the near side. Wall of 3 Park Pirates. She does have Kitty Torak to her right hip, and then most of everybody positioned on the far side. Free kick. Away, she'll do it herself. Bounced out. Rancliffe back in touch. Bounces off a Park. Throw in for Central. Torak. Polacchini. And that one will go past the end line. Free goal kick for Mueller. Multiple subs in for Park. 8 in the form of K.T. Speaker and Lucy Chavez. Checking for Park, number 18, Katie Speaker, and number 21, Lucy Chavez. So for Speaker, Katie Speaker's first action of the night, 4th appearance overall, and Lucy Chavez, 7th appearance overall, 1 shot to her credit. CMU continuing to apply offensive pressure. 20 minutes to go, approximately, in the second half. Another substitution for Central as they'll look to get most of the reserves in, with the result pretty much well in hand for this one. Todak dispossessing. I like to talk about the CMU offensive attack, but this CMU back line, definitely one of the best in the nation, headed by the two center backs, Eastenbeck and Zamora. Two NAI All-American selections. And Hart Conference selections in Kitty Todak and Curtis Pinchard. Well, definitely a well-versed and competent defender of her own right. Maybe, hopefully, some awards in her future as well. Jakobsen working it in for Ranklev. Ranklev rolled off sides. And just let her just a bit too far. I'm trying to get Ranklev into the scoring action. Goal kick for Mueller. So 4 subs coming in for Central on the next dead ball. Let's see me content to play possession, as they have been all night. Maybe possibly a turnover here, but ill-touched by Chang. Elena. To be fair, I don't think she was expecting it. Policini. Elena. Working through multiple defenders. Elena will take it herself, left footer. And a friendly bounce for Mueller. So Julia Hadrig, Alexis Ashmore, Stina Lee, and Emma Doyle will return to action. The 3 former, we'll see their first action of the evening. 17 minutes to go. 4-0 Central. The finals in the early afternoon matches: Missouri Valley 3-0 over Clark over in Dubuque, Iowa. Road win for the Vikings. Also another road win for the Vikings as well down in Springfield, 3-1 over Evangel for the Grandview Vikings. And MNU hot on Central Methodist tails, although Central would own the tiebreaker due to the head-to-head matchup. 7-0 final down in Olathe over the Statesman of William Penn. Same result for the other 2 matches. Benedictine 2-0 over Mount Mercy, and 0-0 result for Baker and Graceland with about 16 minutes. Actually, we probably should hit the refresh button. 6 minutes to go. Into the box is Elena. Right footer for Elena. And bounce and say about 3 feet over the crossbar. So goal kick for Mueller. Actually scratched that because it was punched out of because it was punched out. It does result in a corner kick. Looks like Kitty Todak to kick it. Attempted header. A lot of traffic. Does find the foot of a Park defender. They'll clear it out temporarily. Hiesenbeck on it. In pursuit was Ochang. 15 minutes to go. Park just not able to find that counter punch or that counter break. Central just extremely solid with their with their touches tonight. And Torak again. We'll work it for Piron. Jad Piron. Maneuvering. Working it. Pass the end line. Let's roll a goal kick. So now 5 subs coming in for Central, including in goal. Multiple substitutions for Central Methodist. Emma Doyle returning to action. Also checking in. Number 22, Stina Lee. Number 17, Alexis Sashmore. Number 6, Julia Hadrig. And now in goal, wearing 00, Max de Armas Colombo. So Jakobsen out, Elena out. The keeper, Gonzalez Oliveras out. Lotta Hiesenbeck out. Hadrig, Stina Lee. And now in goal is Max de Armas Colombo. Also checked in number 17, Alexis Ashmore. And Emma Doyle returning to action. Pardon my throat there. Tail the tape for our 5 subs. Stina Lee, this is the freshman from Lier, Norway. She's playing in midfield. Looks like she's playing in more of an offensive mid position. This is appearance number 9 for her. For Alexis Ashmore, wears number 17, a senior out of Urbandale, Iowa. Attempted shot, save. For Ashmore, appearance number 11 for her. Does have a goal to her credit. Emma Doyle, of course, back on. So closing on 12 minutes to go. It's like Central Methodist will get their 10th win overall this season. We'll move to 6-0-1 in conference play. Park will fall to 3-4, 5-4-2 overall. Well, 3-4 in conference, 5-4-2 overall. It's Benedictine leading, Missouri Valley already victorious. And American Nazarenes got a win today as well. So nothing really changing at the top of the heart in the top 4. Grandview getting a victory as well, so they're right in the thick of things. It's like tied with Missouri Valley for 4th place. I believe in the top 8 made the playoffs in the heart. So Park's still in contention for a playoff spot. Culver Stockton they'd now be matching in the win-loss column in conference. It's still pretty comfortably in 7th and 8th is Park and Culver Stockton. After that, it would take a lot of things going wrong for the 7th and 8th positions to change from the rest of the heart. Here's Lee, bringing it towards the middle, in the box, covered up by Mueller. Minkus with a chance. Inside 9:30 to go in this one, 4-0 Central. All the Central reserves in. Stina Lee E will work it. Back towards the middle. Right out. Speaker in pursuit. Cleared out by the Pirates for Penshorn. Van Clev near side. As we have a look at what's up ahead for both of these teams. And that one covered up by Mueller. Up next for Park to round out the rest of their schedule. They'll hit the road on the 15th of October to take on Grandview over in Des Moines, Iowa. And then a home match against Evangel on the 19th. One final road trip for the 22nd and the 25th against William Penn and Missouri Valley, respectively. And then they'll close out their home play at Julian Field when they take on Clark University for their senior day. Hit on. Corner kick for Central. Substitution for Central, checking in number 16, Peyton Beam. Corner kick for the Eagles. Did header. So they were trying for Ranklev on that one. So it was headed off of one of the Park defenders, but it does find the arms of Mueller. So next for CMU, they'll remain home a week from today against Mountain Mercy. A three-game roadie on the 18th, 22nd, and 26th at Benedictine, at Culver Stockton, at Baker, before finally closing out the home slate on the 29th against William Penn. Before they see what fate has in store for them in the 2022 edition of the Heart of America Athletic Conference tournament. Through ball. Offsides, looking for Ranklev, but ruled well offsides, whistle blows. 6 minutes to go. Park looking to advance forward. Actually, throw in ruled for Central. Emma Doyle or Peyton Beam will throw in.
No, you're not. After hours, you can.
Far side, dispossessed.
Finish your homework. Finish your homework.
Maybe looking to get one offensive attack. Through ball for rank left from Peyton Beam. Maybe just let her a little too far.
What's up? You good over there? It's only hour 8 of 11. Come on now. You can push that.
Headed out, head 3, 50 balls.
Y'all young whippersnappers.
350 to go. Stina Lee working towards the midfield. Working it past.
How old are you, Claire? 19. Yeah, I got you by a decade.
But into Mueller.
See, told you. What year were you born?
All far side. Will in favor Central. Edwards throws in.
Yeah, you and I are basically 7 years apart.
Near side.
Almost exact.
Polacchini.
3 days. Yep. Yep.
Fanetta.
Probably.
Throw on for CMU. 2:45 to go. It's some new for the men's contest. We have news of a possible return. And ladies and gentlemen, we call that a tease in the. I'll just leave it at that. We'll call that a tease for what's to come.
Have a shot. Have a shot.
Attempted shot. Put up by Mueller.
I think that's 22. I don't know. I can see for you. You got the number? For us? No. There you go. I was like, really?
Central still in possession.
You better say it. We're going to talk about that after the game. Oh, this is what I have to look forward to? Okay. I can't. I am weak.
Central satisfied to maintain possession for the time being as we close in on 1 minute.
Guys, like 8.
Story of the match. Constant possession, excellent touches by Central. And of course, the hat trick by Renisha Frank helps out too. 1 minute remaining. Attempted for a cut it. An attempt for a cutting. Samantha Minkus, nothing doing. Well into the final minute. Central looks like they'll maintain first place here in the heart. MNU hot on their trails, but they do own the tiebreaker. And a victory over the a victory over the Pioneers. Central to win the Hart Conference for the 5th year in a row. Punched out, resulting in a corner kick, and that may do it for us. Shut off play-by-play in our 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score in tonight's contest, Central Methodist 4, Park 0. All right, we'll have the men's contest for you in approximately 30 minutes. On the other side, this is HeartConferenceNetwork.com and CMUEagles.com.